Hello Earthlings! So this is the second part of the pet peeves video. As I explained at the end of the first video, I had to split this whole video in two because it was going to be too long and I did not want to leave out any of the pet peeves. So here you have the second round of my pet peeves. I hope you enjoy. And now back to Past Me. Another one of these bookshelf design pet peeves is when I have a book set and one plus. I think I could just take these out and then put them in a row, and I think I'm going to do that later on sometime soon. Another pet peeve of mine that has developed in recent years is that when I have hardcover books, I don't like having books that relate to these in paperback. And I'm really thinking about buying these in hardcover just to make it look more pretty than this. What is worse than stickers with movie notifications is stickers that announce books to be like other books. For instance, this book's sticker says, "Oh, Harry Potter fans will like this." It's nothing like Harry Potter. I haven't read it yet, but it's probably nothing like Harry Potter. Don't compare anything to anything, please. Books might be similar to each other. You might have similarities between Harry Potter and The Worst Witch and Lord of the Rings and Aragon, but these are similarities. It doesn't make them the same, and it does not necessarily mean that readers of Tolkien will also like Paulini because they have elves in it and dwarfs and dragons. There are not actually that many dragons in Tolkien though. I'm absolutely against comparing books to other books. I do it myself to be able to explain things to others, but that's a completely different thing. These advertisements are completely misleading and they're typically wrong, and I'm so annoyed by this. I hate it when people compare series to other series. The new Tolkien, the new Rowling. No! There's not going to be a new Tolkien. He freaking established that whole genre. It's okay if you try to compare things. As I said, I am not that much into the Divergent series. It's not Hunger Games for me. That is not saying, "Oh, the Divergent series, it's the new Hunger Games." No, it's not. It's completely different. It's just dystopian. It's just the same genre. That does not mean that it's the same or replacing the old one. Of course there are going to be similarities. That is the definition of a genre. God, that was a rant. That was probably the angriest I've ever gotten in a vlog so far. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to be that angry again. Now I'm going to come to a pet peeve that is probably just me, and I'm going to show you that on my shelf over there. And for that I need to reposition the camera. Hello back! So the pet peeves I want to show you now are all related to, well, this specific shelf here. The first thing I really hate when rearranging this shelf is that I usually have a bit of space left between the books. So here it is about a centimeter. You can still push them around like this. And I really hate it when that is happening. As you can see down here, you can't really move the books, and that's how it's supposed to be, in my opinion. Books are not supposed to move around like this. The second thing that really annoys me is when I have all these beautiful books lined up like this, and then there is a new release. You know, you have this completely perfect order. It's beautiful. And then there's this series that is almost finished. And the last book comes out and you're super excited that this book is out. And this one book completely destroys any order you had before. I'm going to give you an example and show you what I mean. I have this book. It logically would belong here to the books, like to the other George R. R. Martin books. But as you can see, it does not fit. What do? I have to take out one of the other books. So I had this problem a while ago, and what I decided to do was simply take the Lost Hero out, place it on top of Percy Jackson, even though I hate it when there are books lying on top of my rows, and then just push everything over, push this over, and then put Dance with Dragons to the right place. Still wobbly, but it's okay, I guess. This is only a short-time solution. I'm going to have to rearrange this whole shelf within the next month anyway. So I'm not going to do anything about it at the moment. I'm going to leave it as it is until I have all the books that I know I want to put in this shelf and can rearrange it properly. Another thing that really bugs me is when I'm reading books and these books I just read leave gaps in my shelves. At the moment, I am reading Clockwork Princess. I am also reading Allegiant. I was reading this book. As you can see, the shelf now looks completely wrecked and I hate it. I have two tips to fix this, at least a little bit. If you have books like these with dust jackets, I tend to just take off the dust jacket. This dust jacket I now take and put in the place where the book was. The second tip I have is if you have box sets, and that's also a reason why I really enjoy box sets, you can just take it and turn it around. This immediately looks full and complete, and you can't see that a legend is missing. Sadly enough, I can't do anything about Clockwork Princess except for reading it very fast so it goes back into the bookshelf, but I'm not going to hurry a book just because there is a gap in my shelf. For the last thing that really annoys me about bookshelves, and this bookshelf particularly, I'm going to take you off the tripod, so it's gonna get a little wobbly. Here we are, very close to my bookshelf. As you can see, this bookshelf is in 2 rows. What I hate about this is that you can't really see what books are behind them. So the solution I have for this is with this shelf to put paperbacks in front of hardcovers so that the hardcovers are taller and you can still at least see a little bit of it. On this shelf, as you can see, I have hardcover in the front and in the back. The back books are not actually that tall, even though they seem to be that tall, but if you take a look underneath, you can see the structure that I built to prop them up. I really like the solution because otherwise you would not be able to see the books in the back row, and that just annoys me super a lot. So that was that for my pet peeves. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know down in the comments what pet peeves you have and what you think about mine. Are mine completely random and just weird, or do you agree? If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever it is you do, and I will see you soon. Bye! And now to the end screen. Here you have Ellie's last video, and here you have my last video. Click it if you like. I hope you enjoy it, and bye!